welcome to my channel. I am Ram. So in the previous video we saw about profit and loss concept and related problems and as well as formulas. So in this video this is a continuation of the previous section. So here we are going to see about discounting. What is discounting and a formula related to that. And we are also going to see about few more intermediate problems with related to profit and loss concept. Okay, so this is the agenda of today. So what is discounting? So discounting is nothing but if you are going to if a salesman has fixed a price, the price to sell a pen, for example this pen, and he has fixed a price to sell this pen for rupees 100. Okay, and the customer is coming into the shop and he is asking for a discount of around 5% or 10%. Okay, so now in this case the salesman will think about his sales and he will discount the selling price for around 5 or 10%, and he will sell this pen for the remaining 90 or 95%. Okay, so what happens is if the discounting is for 10%, then he will sell this pen for 90% of its selling price. Okay, so for example in this case this pen selling prices, fixed selling prices are 100 rupees. Okay, 100 rupees, and the discount prices and the discount is 10%. Okay, and the discount is 10%. So in this case the pen will be cost for around 90% of its selling price. Okay, so this is selling price is 100 rupees. Now after discounting of 10%, now the selling price will become 100 into 10% of its, 90% of 100. So we will be having 90 rupees. Okay, so this is just a percentage concept, so that we have learned already. So we are calculating 90% of 100, which is nothing but 90 rupees. Okay, so this is discounting concept. If it is 5%, then we will be calculating for 95%. Then if it is 8%, then we will be calculating for 92%. We are just subtracting the discounting percentage with respect to 100. Then we are calculating it in amount. Okay, so 90% of SP or 20% of SP relating to that. Okay, so this is that. So this is discounting. Okay, this is a simple concept, discounting. But in some cases what will happen is that the seller will discount a particular product or a service successively. For example, he will discount 20% first, then he will discount again 10% from this 20%. Okay, so he will discount again 10%. So in this case what will happen is that the total we need to find the single discount, right? The total discount what we have got from the two discount of 20 and 30%. So in order to find this, we need to use a formula. The formula is this formula, that is m plus n minus mn divided by 100. Okay, 100%. So in order to find the single discount, we need to use this formula. If they have given a successive discount of 2 or 3 discounts, and we need to find a single discount, we need to use this formula. In this case, m and n are the discount, the successive discounts. So if we substitute m and n over in this formula, we can get the single discount. So in this case, the m and n are 20 and 10% respectively. So we can use 10 plus 20 plus 10 minus 30 divided by 100%, right? So we can have 200 m into n, 20 into 10, 200. So we will be having 30 minus 200 divided by 100. So I will be having 3000 minus 200. So I will be having 28 28,000, 2800 divided by 100. So you can cancel 0 and I will be having 28%. Okay, so this is the example for that. So if you are using a discount, if the question says that is a successive discount of 20 percentage and 30 and 20, 10 or 30 percentage, and they are asking us to find single discounting percentage, then we have to use this formula and calculate what is the single percentage. Okay, so we have to use this formula. Take a note of it. M plus n minus m into n divided by 100%. So this is what single discounting actually is. Okay, they will give a successive discounting and we need to find a single discounting percentage. So I will give another example sum, so you can get the what is actually a successive discount actually is. Okay, so in this problem they have said that find the single discount which is equivalent to 3 successive discounts of 20%, 30% and 20%. So they have given 3 successive discounts. Okay, in the previous sum we saw only 2 successive discounts. So in this case they have given us 3 successive discounts. So the 3 successive discounts are 20, 30 and 20 again. Okay, these are the 3 successive discounts and we are going to use the same formula and we are going to find the single discount. Okay, so here we can't use 3 discounts at the same time because there is only in this formula we can use only 2 discounts. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to find single discount for these two first, and we are going to find single discount, use the single discount formula again, and we are going to find the discount for this as well as this. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. So what we are going to do, we are going to use this formula m and n. In this case now m will be 20% and n will be 30%. So m plus n will be 50 minus what is mn? Mn is equal to 20 into 30, that is 600 divided by 100 percentage, right? So we have to we have to take LCM for this. So what will be our LCM? So we will be having, we can cancel these two and we can get 44%. So the single discount for for the first 2 discounts is 44%. Now we have to find the single discount for these two, that is 44% and 20%. Again using the same formula. So m and n. So m is now m will be 44% and n will be 20%. So m plus n will be 64% minus m into n. So m into n will be 880 divided by 100%, right? So we can cancel this. We will be having 8.8%. So 64.00 minus 8.80. Okay, by calculating this we will be having 10 minus 8 are 2. We will be having 3, right? Here 3, then 13 5. So we will be having 5. So 55.2. So we will be having 55.2%. Okay, so this is the combined, that is single discount for all these 3 discounts. Okay, so by discounting 3 times for a particular product, we will get 55.2%. Okay, so please don't jump into conclusion by seeing the options that adding these 3 discounts we can get the discounting price. So the option might be 70. Okay, so by adding these 3 we will get 70, right? 20 plus 30, 50 plus 20, 70. So by seeing the option, don't come into a conclusion that the discounting, that is the single discount, will be 70%. But actually that's not the case. Use this formula, that is m plus n minus mn divided by 100%, so that we will get what is actually the answer is. Okay, so please use this formula. So this is what discounting actually is. Okay, so that is discount. In order to find a discount for successive discounting, we can use this formula. So this is a discounting concept. Now we are going to see about a few other tough to intermediate level profit and loss concept problems. Okay, so the first problem says that in order to maintain the price line, a trader allows a discount of 10% on the market price of its goods in his shop. However, he still makes a gross profit of 17% on the cost price. Find the profit percentage he would have made on the selling price on the selling price and he had sold at the market price. Okay, so this is a question. So there are 2 things over here. One is the market price and one is the cost price, as well as as well as they have said that there is a 17% profit on the cost price as well as 10% of discount. Okay, and they are asking us to find the profit percentage, so they are asking us to find what is profit percentage. So we are going to use this formula. So before going into that, let's take a variable. Okay, so let's take cost price is equal to x, because they haven't given what is actually the cost prices. So let's take as cost price as x and marked price as y. So let's take cost price as x and marked price as y, and they have said that by selling the goods at a 10% discount on its marked price, the seller gets the trader gets a profit of 17% on the 17% on the cost price, that is x. Okay, so we can write that, using this formula we can write that profit, that is selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100 is equal to 17. Okay, because he has gained a 17% interest, the profit. So let's write like this. So we will be having, what is the selling price? Selling price is nothing but 10% discount on the marked price, that is, we can say that 90% of y. Okay, 90% of y. What is the cost price? We don't know. It is y. It is x. So let's take it as x. And we will be having 17 divided by 100 into x, because CP is x. So CP will go that side. That will become into x. Then 100 will come down. So it will be having 100. Okay, this is the equation we will be having. Now what we will be doing? So we will be having 90y divided by 100 is equal to 17x divided by 100 plus x. Okay, so we will be having around 117x divided by 100. Here I will be having 90 divided by 100 y. So what will be y? Y is equal to, this will go that side, so we can cancel that. So we will be having 117 divided by 90x. Okay, so this will be my y. Okay, so my y will be 117 divided by 90x. So this is my y. So I got what y actually is. Okay, so we got what is y, because they are asking us to find what is the profit percentage when he has sold the goods for its market price. The market price is y. So I have found what is y. Now I have to find what is x, that is cost price. So I can calculate it directly. So what I am going to do, I am going to find profit percentage. So I need profit. So in order to find profit, I need selling price minus cost price. Here the selling price is y. So I got y. Y is nothing but 117. So profit percentage is equal to 117 x divided by 90 minus x. And what is cost price? Cost price is nothing but, again I don't know, that is x into 100. So I am going to calculate this. So I will be having 90, right? So 27x. So 27 divided by 90x, right? So I will be having 27 divided by 90x divided by x into 100. So if I cancel this two x's, then I will be having 27 into 100 divided by 90. So I can cancel these two zeros. So I will be having 3. So I will be having 30%, right? So 9 3s are 27, 3 into 10, 30. So I will be having a profit percentage of 30. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate. This is a moderate to a middle level question. So because you need to think lot of things, because you need to know what they are given, that is what is marked price. So here the marked price is y, we have taken it as y, and cost price as x, and we are calculating like this way. So this is one of the complicated question, I would say. So there are a lot of things to keep in mind. First thing is this. So we need to use this formula because they are given us profit percentage of 17. So we need to use this formula, and we have to bring it an equation, and we have to say that y is equal to this and x is equal to this, and we are calculating it as 30%. So this is how we got answer for this question. So come on, let's see a few other problems as well. So in the second question, they have said that a wholesaler allows a discount of 20% on the list price to a retailer. The retailer sells at 5% discount on its list price. Okay. So if the customer paid 38 rupees for an article, what profit is made by the retailer? Okay. So a retailer sells at 5% discount at the list price. Let's take the list price as X. Okay. So let's take the list price. Let's take the list price as X. So we have taken list price as X, and what we are going to do is that we are going to and the trader, I mean the retailer sells the product for a 5%. That is 5% discount on the list price. So we are selling it at it for selling price would be 95% of X. Okay, so this is the selling price. By doing so, he is paying a amount if the customer is paid 38 for an article. So now the selling price is 38 because the customer is buying the rupees for 38. So he is also getting he is also selling the same amount, right? So 38 rupees. So 38 so SP is equal to 38. So SP is equal to 95 divided by 100x. So we can, by calculating this, by equating this, we can get what is X actually is. So what will be our X? 95 divided by 100, X is equal to 38. So X will be 3800 divided by 95. We can cancel it by 90, I mean 5 table first. Let's take 5 ones are, so 5 nines are. Then let's take 5 sevens are 35, 36 are, so 0. Then we can cancel it by 9 table actually. Let's take 9 fours are, yeah, 9 fours are. So 40. So X will be 40. So X will be 40. We found what is X. What is X? X is nothing but the list price. So the list price is 40 rupees. We found what is list price actually is. Now they are asking us to find if the customer is paid 38 rupees for an article, what profit is made by the retailer. Okay. So we have to find what is the profit made by the retailer. Okay. So the list price is 40 rupees and what is the selling price is 38 rupees. So what is the cost price? Okay, so now the cost price is the price that the retailer bought from the wholesaler. Okay, so the wholesaler allows a discount of 20% from the 20% from the list price. Okay, so now we have to find 80% of 40. So now we have to find 80% of 40, which is nothing but the cost price. Cost price is equal to 80% of 40. So 80 divided by 100 into 40. So I can cancel these two zeros. So 4 8s are 32. So 32 will be the cost price for the retailer. So here the cost price is 32. The selling price is 38. Right? Sorry, 38. So he bought the goods for 32 rupees and he sold the goods for 38 rupees. Now what will be the profit? Profit will be 6 rupees. 6 rupees for an article, and they are asking us to find only the profit, not the profit percentage. So we can leave it like this itself. So if they are asking us to find what is profit percentage, just apply this form, these values over here. Profit is equal to 6 divided by 32 into 100. You can get the profit percentage as well. So what we have done over here is also a simple thing, but we need to keep in mind this part, that is 80% of list price. Okay, so the wholesaler is discounting 20% for the retailer from the listed price. So the listed price is 40. So 80% of 40. So that's the cost price of the retailer, and he sells for 30 rupees. So we are starting somewhere from the selling price, that is 38 rupees, and eventually we are getting what is list price. Then we are going into cost price. We are not directly jumping into the cost price. First we are finding what is list price, and then we are going into cost price. Okay, so this is one of the peculiar problems, so please keep a note of it. You can get similar problems like this in your exams as well. So let's see another problem, few other problems as well. So a man sells an article for 5% above its cost price. If he had bought it at 5% less than what he had paid for it, and sold it for 2% less, I mean 2 rupees less, he could have gained 10%. Find the cost price of an article. Okay, they are asking us to find the cost price, and let's take the cost price as X. Okay, let's take the cost price as X, and a man sells an article 5% above its cost price. So 5% above the cost price. So selling price will be 105% of X, right? Then if he had bought it, this is the initial cost price as well as the selling price. Now the second case they are saying if he had bought it at 5% less than what he had paid for it. So if they are saying that if you would have buy it for 5% less than the actual price, then the cost price would become 95% of X, right? So now if you would have buy it at for 5% less, then you could have then his cost price would be 95 divided by 100 X. Okay, then and sold it for 2% 2 rupees less. So now the second selling price would be 2% less than that of the actual selling price. So 2 rupees, that is 2. Okay, so this is what they have given. He would have gained 10%. So by doing this, by buying by incurring a cost price of 95 divided by 100x and selling it for this, he would have gained 10%. Okay, so the this is the profit formula, profit percentage formula. So 10 is equal to what is profit? Profit is nothing but selling price minus cost price. So I will be having 105. So let's take as 1.05x minus 2 minus 0.95x divided by selling price. What is selling price? Selling price is nothing but 0.95x. Okay, into 100. So what I have done over here, this is the profit percentage formula. That is profit percentage is equal to profit, that is cost selling price minus cost price divided by cost price into 100. So I have just substituted what is cost price and selling price over here. So what we will be having, I can get this over here. So I will be having 1 divided by 0. So I can get say that 0.1. So 0.1 is equal to 0.1 is equal to 0.1 is equal 0.1 into 0.95 is equal to I will be having 10, right? So 0.10 x minus 2 divided by x. Then again I can take x over there. Sorry. Yeah, x over there. If I multiply this 2, I will be having 0.095. So 0.095 x is equal to 0.10x minus 2. Then I will be having 2 is equal to 0.10x minus 0.095. Then I will be 0.095x. So I will be having 2. So I will be having 2 is equal to, what will be my answer? So I will be having 0.100. So 0.095. So 10 5s are 5. So 9 I can cancel that. So 005. So I will be having 0.005x. So x will be 2 divided by 0.005. So I can multiply this by 1000. So 2000. So 2000 divided by 5. So I can cancel this. So 5 4s are, so 400. So x will be 400. So x will be my 400. So I found what is the cost prices. They are asking us to find the cost price as well. So the cost price is 400. Okay. So they are asking us to find what is cost price. Cost price is x. They have given the profit percentage as 10%. I'm just substituting this here. So I'm calculating it and I'm getting 400. Okay. So what I have done over here is just a calculation. So by practicing it, you can increase the speed of time taken to calculate this. So you can easily calculate this as well. So this is what we have done today. So we have seen around 4 problems today, as well as discounting concept as well. All these 4 problems are mid-range problems, which are quite difficult to understand as well. So please try to practice as much problems as you can. So in the next video we are going to see about simple interest and compound interest problems. So please watch that as well. If you have any other queries in this video, you can let me know in the comment section. I will try to clarify this as well. So thank you, have a great day, bye bye.